Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, our online talk show where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations who are impacting lives positively. And as well, we used to celebrate people, places, and positive news. My name is Dr. Kemi Akiode Adebayo, known as Dr. Mama K. And in today's program, to share the story, I've got the versatile and industrious Mr. Mr. Wafiq, and he is the COO, I need to get that right, Chief Operating Officer of Sobukwe Nursing Academy, which is based in Cape Town and all over South Africa. Mr. G.
Mama K, thanks for welcoming me.
You are most welcome. Tell us your full name, because I know, yes, I'm lazy, the African's last name, and that's why I prefer to just go for Mr. G. So
no,
tell us your full name.
That is fine, Mama K. Listeners, good afternoon. It is Wafiq Geldenhuys. But everybody in the industry knows me as Mr. G, as Mama K said to you guys. Thank you, Mama K.
Okay, tell us about yourself. Wafiq, what does that mean first, that? And, you know, I heard earlier on, you know, telling me that story about how that name came about.
Yes, I was my whole life a Christian. My Christian name is Wessel. I met a wonderful lady a couple of years back, fell in love, whole tutti story. She was from a different religion, but I changed. I gave up my religion and I became an Islam. I joined the Islam religion. Wafiq itself means companion.
Also.
For me, it is a part of my life, and it's also part of my partner's life, because her name itself also has exactly the same meaning, Mama K. It also means companion.
Interesting. So you're both keeping each other companion.
That's correct, Mama K.
And falling in love and still in love. And yes,
So
I met
true.
your beautiful daughter.
Yes, Mama K.
So tell us life growing up, you know, for you. And then in terms of your education, just share briefly.
I grew up in the old South Africa, born in 1973. Through the grace of God and through the grace of Allah, I made a half a century, guys, so everything is possible in this life if you look after yourself. I grew up in a strict Christian family, grew up Dutch Reform. We were like guided in a certain direction with our religion. Matriculated 1991.
Okay.
Joined the military. From there I went into the private sector.
Right.
After I finished my military service. Unfortunately, my career in the private sector was shortened on an age of 33 when I suffered a major heart attack.
Oh, really?
And I had to make a choice. Money, which goes part of the career, or my health. And I choose my health above.
At the age of 33?
At the age of 33, Mama K.
Wow.
I choose my health, and I was sitting at home thinking, what am I going to do with my life? In that same year, I had about 3 more heart attacks, and I thought by myself, I had to start relaxing. I need to focus and start doing something differently. And I started an organization those years on the Cape Flats, Mitchell's Plain.
Okay.
By the organization named Cape Learning Foundation.
Okay.
And I started empowering our previously disadvantaged communities with affordable skills training. My first training program that I ever gave in my life, I started at Town Centre Library. and that was computer training. Learn the people of Mitchell's Plain the basics of computer. Where do you switch it on? Where do you switch it off? Just to skill them. And it grew from there. It grew until where I'm standing today. Offering healthcare courses and ETDP approved training programs within a stack of time from 2008 to 2023 that we are currently in.
What a journey. I'm just fascinated. I'm looking at you and I'm thinking what you just said, you know, that journey of converting from a strict, you know, Christian family, converted to Islam out of love, and then, you know, working at age 33, heart attack, and 3 more heart attack, and then making that choice and putting back, you know, in the community. No wonder, for me, I'm thinking you're in the health sector. So tell us about what you do at the academy, just briefly.
Okay, I'm the Chief Operations Officer. My duty is, like any Chief Operations Officer, is to manage the business. Right. In normal circumstances, a COO manages the business and he makes sure that businesses are run according to the quality management system. But Mama Kay, would you believe me if I tell you my primary focus, that I believe my sole responsibility is uplifting our communities. Yes, I might be a director of the Sobukwe Nursing Academy, but I love working in a community. I'm not a person that is office bound. I actually hate it to sit in an office. I'm more than happy to be in the field, no matter where the training is. I mean, we've got training sessions running in Robertson. We had training sessions before in Ceres. We do Hermanus, Gansbaai.
So you're not just in Cape Town,
not just in Cape Town.
You've got campuses all over
Yes,
Cape
we've
Town.
got fixed campuses that's been established in the Western Cape. If I may, our main campus is in Vasco Gurut. We've got a nice campus in Khayelitsha. We've got a campus in the Helderberg, which is Strand. And then we've got the satellite campus. Won't say it's a campus, it's a satellite office here in collaboration with No Stop here in Kraaifontein.
Which is an initiative that I believe is very much needed.
Definitely. We had similar initiatives in Macassar as well. We've got in Beaufort West a campus, we've got in the Northern Cape, Uppington a campus. We've got 2 campuses in Uitenhage, one in Uitenhage and one in King Williamstown. And we also have one in KZN, and we have a campus as well as in the Free State.
Wow, so that you're really all over South Africa, more or less.
That's correct.
In terms of what COVID showed all of us, especially for those who provide education, you know, with e-learning, is that something that you do at your academy?
Yes, we are fully, we have a fully functional e-learning platform that is being approved by all the relevant SETAs, QCTO as well, and it's also DHET approved and compatible. We offer face-to-face training, we offer e-learning, we have blended training, which is most now part facial and part online and part practical and all that. Our main focus is to ensure that we have the best of the best out there in South Africa.
So how affordable are your courses?
We look at the market. If we look at the market, we don't look at the market of how much are we going to make. Whether you, to answer Mama Kay's question now in that sense, let me put it to Mama Kay the way I'm going to put it now, is I am charging the exact same fee that I'm charging in collaboration with a community project that we're running in Kraaifontein, I'm charging right through South Africa. In other words, whether you study at our main campus, whether you're studying in Kailicha, whether you're studying in Strand, you're going to pay exactly the same fee. Our prices are in such a way that it is affordable for each and every one.
That is interesting, and I know we need to go have a break and show some of your work, you know, that you're doing and so on, because it makes sense. If I live in Delft or I live in, okay, let's start with the collaboration project you have with No Stop, which is a brilliant initiative, and I see that going into other communities as well. So I hope you're ready.
Yes, no, we're fully ready, Mama Kay.
If this is a pilot, I see that going in, you know, the needs coming where everybody say, come to our area. Then it makes sense. Why would I want to go to Goodwood, you know, where your campus is? So, but do you think as a business, you know, you think there's still a need for you guys? Maybe I'm asking too much questions now, because then it means people will not come to Goodwood, but they will rather, you know, if it's the same price, you know, that you're charging. I think that's just a comment. Yes, I really don't want you to answer that, to be honest. Or do you want to answer?
Mama Kay, for me, it is about affordability. If we look at our collaborations, we look at the community, and like I said, we stand as a privately owned training provider. We stand by the previously disadvantaged communities. Okay. In other words, our fee structure is of such a nature that I don't want to say it. Our poor communities can afford skills training. I don't like the word poor because everybody is rich.
Low income people.
Everybody is rich in their own way.
I agree.
That for me, it's all about making the training affordable. I mean, if we look at Kraaifontein, our collaboration with No Stop, I've actually worked it out. Our students, a student traveling from Kraaifontein to Goodwood is going to pay more on transporting costs than that person is actually paying for the course. And that is why we are reaching out to communities. And that is why we take one community at a time. And that's why we also say we're building one community at a time.
Wow, thank you. We'll be right back.
Morning.
How are we all doing?
Good.
Very, very well, thank you. Wow, what an honor and a pleasure to be here with you, and lovely to see your beautiful faces. Happy Women's Month first. I know we're still celebrating, you know, Women's Month, and we're just here to support No Stop and the Sobukwe Nursing Academy in terms of what they're doing, just to give them a platform, you know, for people to hear the story more and to encourage more people as well to do what you're doing. So it's just to basically hear a little bit from you guys, how the course is doing, what you're learning from one or two people. Is that okay? Yeah?
Yes.
I can see some shy one, and I can see some who are ready to go, I'm not okay. Okay, all right. So let me, the way we'll do it is I want you to just say your name, who you are, how long you've been doing the course, and what the benefit has been so far based on what you've learned. Just those three things in any order. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So, Shani?
I'm Shanae.
Shanae.
So what I've been learning for the 2 days since yesterday today, the rights that you must have for the patients and the rights for the home-based caregiver. You must have your rights, very important. And then as well, Patupele, there's 8 of those caterpillar. There's, I can say that's cancellation, information, redress, access, and value for money, and courtesy, and openness, and transparency. So
she's been learning, huh? Well done to our tutors.
Yeah.
Okay, who else wants to go? Don't repeat what she said. So let's see. And trust me, even if you don't talk, I'll pick you. And you can't hide. You can go like this. But I'll still pick you. All right, let me see. Who am I seeing here now? Okay, the lady with the hat. Yes, your name? Uh-huh.
My name is Annalisa London. What I've learned so far is what you see.
Okay.
But then, it's nice.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the class.
Also.
And I'm enjoying the, meeting new people, and I'm enjoying all this experience. And I'm hoping that I'm praying to get a job.
Yeah, that's the bottom line, huh? To be able to get the job afterwards. Okay, now know about what you're learning. Now, this 2 questions, and we're going to finish and get out of your way. Let me see. Oh, she's already dressed up. It's similar to what I see with nurses. I just had 2 surgeries recently. So some of what she was explaining to you, I overheard it. I had an hysterectomy, and I had a follow-up on the surgery because there was a problem. And I was in the hospital. And basically, it was a different experience for me in terms of information sharing. I heard some of what you were saying earlier, you know, how you share your information, how you're able to, you know, make sure that the client or the patient, you are confidential in all that you do. So let me speak to my dear sister here. Yes, you. What are you hoping, you know, to do in future with this career?
As she was explaining to us about everything, about NEA and everything, I can do home base now. Yeah? I didn't know more about it. Now I'm starting to get to know everything. Then I want to go higher.
Awesome. And that's the plan. You need to go higher. So we keep learn more. Have access. You've got the access to information, you know, right now, and hopefully that will help you too with work and anything else you want to do. Okay. Robin is looking on a paper. She doesn't want to even make eye contact with me. And she's like, I'm right here. Don't worry. I see you. Okay, Nicole.
Hi, good day. My name is Nicole. The reason why I'm here is because I want to go into the medical field, but it's very difficult to me to go into the medical field to just go study nursing because I do have matric because of your points, and I didn't pass mathematics. So I decided, okay, let's go this route. I did 2021 while I was working. I worked for one company 13 years. I'm retrenched now. Okay. So I thought to myself, let's go this route, and I'm doing the healthcare assistant. I told sister that I would like to do, when I'm finished with this healthcare assistant, I'd like to do the ENA, the 1 year, and go further, because if you apply and you do the RPL, that helps you because you did the healthcare assistant, you did the ENA and all of that. That will help you get into the university and stuff. My thing is what I want to do in life. That is a reason also why I'm not working at the moment. Is I want to care for older people, or I want to work in a clinic, at a hospital, or that is what I wanted to do. And I told myself, look here, I'm not going to work anymore. I'm going to chase my dream, and I want to be there, and I'm going to put everything in to go that route and to achieve all of that. Yes. So yeah.
Awesome. Did you hear that? She shared the story. Not only that, you don't know who is listening, who is watching. She says she wants to chase a dream. She's worked. She's coming back to study, to gain more experience, learn more. fellowship and network, even with you, because don't underestimate the team you have here, be it the sister, be it Miss Charlene, be it Mr. Wafiq. Don't underestimate them, because they're a support network for you later on that you can come back to. So I wish you all the best, and I'm sure you will do very, very well. Just keep chasing your dreams, and like it said, I think at the door, that was the first thing I saw, follow your dreams. So once you're in here, follow your dream, chase your dreams. Yes, you might not be able to achieve all what you want to achieve immediately, but do not give up. I know it sounds easy when people say do not give up, but it is literally true. Everything in life is a season. So the season at the moment might be where you don't have a job, you don't have money, maybe you have issues at home, or and a lot of other things. But it will pass. Trust me. It will eventually pass. But you need to stand strong and keep doing the best you can through learning, networking, getting information, and working with others to just basically develop yourself more. Because you need to continue to grow. You cannot stand still. And those that might think, oh, I'm too old for this, or I'm too young for this, you're never too old or too young for anything in life. So I'm glad, you've worked, you've come back, and you're saying you want to do this. You eventually work with, all the senior people. I'm in that category, but not yet up there yet. I've been told to use old people, so I'm a senior now. So, but you want to work with older people now. And it's true, we need more caring, compassionate people to work with our older people. And so I wish you all the best. And thank you for sharing your story in that format. So I don't know if there's anything you want to say? No? Okay, and it's good to see the collaboration with the two organizations doing something like this. I can't wait to come back and hopefully hear your story, at another time, to see how you guys are doing. So, okay, please go on, Mr. Wafiq.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity. Guys, you remember what I said with the introduction. Caring, the most important value. Yeah. Caring starts with us. Yeah. For us to be able to care for someone else, we need to care for ourselves first. You guys know that's my golden rule. And I've listened while you participate with Sister Minard. And it makes me proud. It makes me proud to build a Kraaifontein community of healthcare workers. No matter if you're home-based care, no matter if you're healthcare assistant, or whether you're going to go study further to become a hospital nurse. Remember, we all do the same work. No matter if you're a home-based carer or an healthcare assistant or an auxiliary nurse or a staff nurse or a registered nurse like Sister Minard, we all do exactly the same. Follow your dreams. Don't let it stop here. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. There's no such thing that you can't. If you have the willpower to do it, you will succeed. Thank you very much, Mama Kay.
Thank you.
And to add to that, they're saying there is no lift to success. You need to take the stairs one day at a time. We don't want to say don't give up. It's not so easy to say don't give up, don't give up. But again, there's one thing I want you to remember. It's all about choices. Your choice, where you want to see yourself one day. Follow your dreams. And I'm so glad that we have this full class, and thank you, Sister Minard, for empowering the youth. And we all are youth. I'm also a youth. I am a pensioner.
Yes.
I am retired. I am a pensioner. So thank you for putting in your time as well, and for your guys. I never thought that we can have such a full class But it just shows that there's a need out there in this community of Kraaifontein, and we will continue to grow this organization by inviting these unemployed and the people who want to prosper in the career in the nursing industry. So thank you very much. Thank you, Doc.
Please a round of applause for yourself and Sister Maynard. Sorry, I need you out here. I know she has already said thank you, but just to say well done. And we see you. Thank you for all you're doing and putting back and caring, you know, like has been said. And I hope, you know, all you guys will aspire, like has been said, whether it be, you know, home-based, what other things? Healthcare and so on, or to become a sister. It's all in the caring field. And they're all part of each other. And you all need each other. So thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Mr. G, you know, I liked your story from the beginning already, you know, how, you know, you've gone from your religion, one faith to another, fell in love, then military, then went into the corporate, then basically now what you're doing, and that's triggered or was triggered probably by that life or death kind of decision that you needed to make with the heart attack, you know, that was sharing there. And what your Robert Sobukwe Nursing Academy is doing, which was only started in 2021 and, you know, having campuses already all over, you know, Western Cape and as well in Cape Town. What I want to ask now is, what are some of the success story and what has been some of the challenges for you as an academy?
Mama Kay, to be honest, I look at a community. I don't look at the fact, am I going to make money? Because I never worry where money is going to come from. My faith in my religion and my fellow human beings is so strong that I don't have to worry where my blessings is coming from. Am I going to have money at the end of the month to pay the head office? Or am I going to have money to pay for this venue? I'm a person, I'm a believer. I believe if I say I'm going to do something, that I will succeed. I don't just succeed on my own. I succeed with my fellow colleagues, my staff, my management team, and our whole support structure. And you can only achieve something if you have the support and the love of everyone, as well as your community.
Interesting, because I think I can pick what for you motivates you and what you value most, because, you know, like you said, it's about putting back, it's about uplifting the community, it's about your faith, being a believer. Am I right in saying that?
Correct, Mama Kay.
Okay, so as a leader and somebody leading the academy, what are the personal qualities you believe a leader should have, and what is your definition of success?
Yes, Mama Kay. I can sum that actually up in one word or two words.
Okay, go for it.
Passion and compassion.
Okay.
I believe to be a good leader, you have to listen to advice. Although you're not necessarily maybe going to take that advice, but you need to listen. You need to be a good listener. You need to be, your mindset must be in such a way that you will achieve your goal, that what you want to do. Like I said earlier on, for me, it's not about the money. For me, my goal setting is completely different than a money train, if I can put it in that context to you, Mama Kay. So for me, it is all about the love for what you want to do in life. And like one of the favorite sayings also of No Stop is, follow your dreams. But it's also each and every one of us. Because our parents used to say to you, follow your dream, follow your instinct. I work on my instinct. I don't believe in things like karma and things like that, because they always say the wheel will turn and it will eat you here and will eat you there. I walk into an area, if I can just get a little bit off the track.
Okay.
I was yesterday here in Scottsville, and the lady said to me, why are you leaving your car's boot open? This is Scottsville. I mean, Mama Kay, if you go into an area with a negative thought, the possibility of something negative happening is going to happen. But if you go into an area with a positive thought, you will experience only positivity. For me as a leader, I believe in positivity. You must enter into any agreement whatsoever, how big, how small. If you enter that agreement with an open heart and positivity, you will make a success out of your business, out of your small business, whether you're starting baking cakes now or you're starting a gardening service. If you have an open heart and you are positive, you will make a success.
Interesting. I think you already kind of answered my next question, but I still want to ask it anyway, you know, in terms of for you, your journey so far and being in your golden years now, what are some of the life lessons, you know, that you've had? I know positivity, you know, probably is one, compassion and so, but what are some of the additional life lessons that you've learned that you maybe give to some of those young, previously disadvantaged people in Michelle's Plain or Kraaifontein in this area? Well, just share a few more.
Mama Kay, I would say, and I think this is actually the most important life lesson, whoever you are. It comes together still with the passion, compassion, and the positivity.
Right.
If you fall, don't lay down. If you have a knock in business, if you have a knock in your career, don't let it keep you down.
Right.
Stand up and look the world into the eyes. I believe that for me personally, each and every one in this universe should actually follow. If you have a bad experience, look past the bad. It happened. There's no way of turning back the time. We can't jump in a time machine, Mama Kay. You have to stand up. Face your problems. Like the old people used to say, face your demons and carry on. And for me, that is the same with career advice.
Right.
Don't always think greener pastures on the other side is greener. It might not be greener. Keep what you have, but don't lose your passion for what you want to become in life.
Ooh, that's a lot in there that I've written, and I'm so glad, you know, we're sharing this, and, you know, thank you for what you're doing in the community, the collaboration work you're doing with No Stop and a lot of other NPOs and organizations, and probably even the government. My final question is, and it's not really a question, but I'm saying, what more, because you're already addressing a need based on what you're doing with going into the community to make, your home-based training and other courses affordable and bringing it to the doorstep, of those who normally would not be able to afford it. But what more do you think can be done to address, poverty or skills shortage, in South Africa?
Mama Kay, my personal opinion in that is, yes, we have a need. We have a tremendous need, especially in our previously disadvantaged communities. And the problem is that, yes, we as a training provider look at a student in a different way. I mean, a student, if you don't have matric, you can still enroll by us to study home-based care.
Oh, really?
Or healthcare assistant. For us, the most important is you need to be able to speak English, understand English at least, and talk English. I mean, yes, there is certain courses and training programs in South Africa, even within the universities, that you need to have certain admission requirements. But when we do community training, we don't look at that.
Right.
It's like I say, we waive that. I mean, if I have to distinct between a grade 12 and a grade 10, and I have a foreigner student from Nigeria with also a matric certificate, and I have a South African student with a grade 10, does it say now I must give the student of Nigeria a chance? We all know the situation regarding international qualifications, which is also, for me personally, it's a sad thing. I mean, our foreign students, they don't get recognition in South Africa. So why must I then, as a training provider, discriminate in that sense?
Right.
So for me, I think we as training providers, or the industry itself, must become a little bit more lenient, because we have good people out there. They might not have the educational certificate to back themselves, but they might have the practical experience to do a better job than a person that has a matric certificate or even a university degree. I believe that is one thing in South Africa that we, as South Africa and as South Africans, must actually look at. We must actually start digging into our own backyard regarding opportunities that we can set out there to make especially our unemployment rate lower. The high unemployment rate that we currently have, we must reduce that by implementing more skills program and start waiving and saying, yeah, for this specific qualification or for this specific job, you need a grade 12. Mama Kai, I'm speaking out of experience. I've seen students with matric certificates doing a horrible job, theoretical, but practical, they're good. As well as vice versa. You have a person with a normal grade 8 certificate, where people say that person will never be a home-based carer. Pass the exam, pass the practice, and are employed. That makes me so happy as an individual, because at Sobukwe Nursing Academy, you are not just a number. You are part of our family.
On that note, I'm going to stop there because there's so much, there, and I commend you and your team for what you're doing, at the Academy, and I can't wait to hear more of your stories and the success story and the graduates, who you're helping to find work through even working with others, to skills uplift them more and be part of that journey, with them. So well done,
Thanks,
for what
Mama
you're doing. And thank you, for sharing your story personally and some of your personal views, and as well, in terms of the Academy and what the Academy is doing. And I can see already from what you're doing, your mission statement, your vision about excellence, in what you're doing. I saw that through the training being done in collaboration with No Stop. And wishing you all the best, for the future.
Thank you, Mama Kay.
So in closing, I'm going to ask you, I'll do this to everyone, to just briefly, any word of encouragement. You've said a lot in there already to me sharing, but just briefly to anyone out there to close.
Listeners, I just want to say, and this is coming from myself, and I also believe a lot of people, believe in yourself. Because nobody can take that belief away from you. So start believing in yourself that you can do it. Thank you very much, Mama Kay.
Thank you. Believe in yourself, passion and compassion. There's a lot in there. Thank you as well. One community at a time, like you said.
Definitely.
I can't wait, to hear more of what you're doing. Okay, that's all we've got time for. And yes, it's been amazing. It's been humbling. Thank you to the Academy for what they're doing, the Robert Sobukwe Nursing Academy, for going into the community like Fontaine, working with Not Stop, and a lot of other people in other communities to try and bring courses like this to the community. Can't wait to hear more of what others are doing. So yes, till next time, this was me, Dr. Mama Kay, signing off, saying stay blessed. Remember, God is love.